お疲れ様です。ともぞうです。今回もレインボーシックスシージ6シャーロットメジャーのハイライトやっていきたいと思います。グランドファイナルを全3回にわたってお届けしておりましたけれども、今日が最後の4マップ目、5マップ目いきたいと思います。結果はこちら。すでにね、ダークゼロが優勝したということは皆さんご存知かなと思いますけれども、ファーストマップヴィラを 8-7 でアストラリス、その後クラブハウスを 7-3、国境 7-4 でダークゼロが取り王手、そこからオレゴン、そして銀行へと戦いが移っていって、マップスコア3対2でダークゼロが決着をつけるというところなんですけれども、この4マップ目ね、アストラリスがかなり息を吹き返します。そのあたりをね、早速ハイライトで見ていただきたいと思います。マップスコアで王手をかけられたアストラリス、ただやっぱりね、このオレゴンは自信あるんでしょうね。負けたら終わりという状況に萎縮するどころか、自分たちの強みを信じ、より強く、そして深く一歩を踏み込んでいきます。腹をくくったアストラリスのオレゴンの攻撃、やはり彼らの攻撃はすごい。そのあたりをラウンド2からご覧ください。
I most closely associate him with how poetic it would be if you're a fan of DarkZero for the championship for DarkZero to be won on this map.
Absolutely.
Or Bank. I mean, it's
Both
if you're
ways.
a fan of DarkZero, you don't give a damn about what map it happens on. You just want them to win.
Well, you are right. There is some history to be told and learned there, and maybe a bad situation that can be rectified. But this grenade from Forest finds Pambasu. Pam have been so formidable in every single map so far, having a slow start to Oregon, and Astralis a very fast one indeed. EMPs available, flashbangs and grenades, they have so much utility and so much time to work with, as well as the man advantage. Astralis just gotta play a clean round now, clear out this shield position and trophy, and with those EMPs, that's way too easy, way too quick. Second man to follow, it's Canadian off the board, a shuttle on the rappel finds a second.
Hyper now will have to watch the opening that's been created on this Dorm's defense. On the top floor, Astralis starting off with a great tempo. And there's a grenade to land into the lap of Hyper. Necessitates a smoke to try to give some cover. NJR swings, wins the duel. He's the only person to get a kill so far. And he gets paid for it by an early death by J Nano. Swiftly. Eclipse has the marks, beautiful shot on the shuttle, but he can't do more than that. Iconic comes alive.
この大会なんですけれども、個人的に最も驚いた選手は誰かと言われればアストラリスのフォレスト。普段はハードブリーチャーを担当し、おそらくチームの IGL だとも思うんですけれども、冷静にいつもチームをコントロールしているイメージがあります。しかし先ほどのラウンドのようにいけると判断すればオペレーターも変更してガンガンいくというスタイルを取っていくのがこの大会のフォレストでした。さらにこのラウンド3、フォレストはヌックをピックし相手をかき乱すという戦術の中核を担うという形になっていくシーンをご覧ください。
They got some operators in their pockets. They got the Lion and the Nook, can work together in union to sneak in through the map and gain some information. Forest doing just that very quickly in the first 20 seconds.
Droned in down below. Diffuser being escorted by J90. No traditional support player on this Astralis lineup at the moment, and not a single hard breacher either.
Forest!
It's all up to the Nook, and he's going to engage early. It's a sloppy gunfight. Hyper and Forest emerge alive, if not damaged, and immediately back onto Drone. But look at this. If he reads it correctly, it's the big bad Nadian, but he loses it to Forest. Outdueled by the Nook. Opening pick goes in favor of Astralis again. They burn an E1D to keep a refrag from happening. And it's Iconic who takes NJR and turns him into a beautiful piece of scenery.
Dark's in the back end, had to get aggressive now. He got to lash out and find a kill or two on this map. You cannot stay in the bomb side because it's not going to be safe. You're going to get overrun and swarmed. Eclipse on the freezer stairs, Hyper on the armory once, or laundry once, should I say. They're looking for a pick, and Astralis trying to play it slow, holding out angles. Those adrenal surges coming out, healing back up the injured members of their lineup right now. Forest almost back to full HP once that final surge goes through, and there it is. We're looking healthy.
Final surge used, as you pointed out, and it nets them at least one, or is somewhat helpful as Eclipse gets picked off. How about you take a timeout and then get flawless, because that's what's on the menu right now, and Forrest could have another. As he creeps up, looking to the right. Out goes a grenade, tucked in the corner. A flawless is definitely there, but Forrest doesn't see Hyper! Hyper picks up 3 huge kills, but DP Fire says there's no magic this time! Not after what you did to us on border!
このオレゴンに関しては終始アストラリスペースで進んでいきます。ただ攻守交代でダークゼロも再びリズムを取り始めるんですけれども、このマップの勝利を決定づけるアストラリスのアイコニックのビッグクラッチ、もうここは言葉はいりません。ぜひ見ていただきましょう。
Whoever dies first is going to be on cam duty. This is where things start to happen. 40 seconds to go. Nade in hand from Hyper goes towards Pillar. Adrenal Surge goes out as well. It's a drop from the Maverick of Canadian. Pillar eludes him. Pambazoo the first kill. Answered back immediately. Astralis bunkering up in the bomb site as the forces from DZ march ever forward. Pambazoo is now at 7-7. He's heating up. That's bad news for Astralis. There's still 3 kills for him to claim, but it's Hyper to grab shuttle. 2 remain for Astralis, but a shotgun at close range.
Iconic.
Let him go in. No! Iconic, be patient. Be patient. What are you gonna do? You know 2 are there, and he gets them both. There's only 1 remaining, and Astralis are in good shape. And JR and 4K from Iconic.
Batman showing up. Save the day, save the round. I saw Twitter between the maps. People were saying this guy's a fake. He looks more like Bruce Wayne than Batman. I think he has something to say about that. The trigger discipline in that moment is ridiculous. Finding all 4 kills, amazing. Iconic.
さあこれでマップスコアはイーブン。グランドファイナルは第5マップまでもつれます。この第5マップがね本当にこの大会を象徴する、集大成とも言えるラストマップになったかなと思います。今回のねシャーロットメジャーのハイライトの動画で散々言ってきたんですけれども、やはりエリアコントロールがどれだけできるか、それがねこの銀行にもすごく詰まってたんじゃないかなと思います。銀行はどうしても防衛側が現地で待ち構えるのは厳しいマップとなっています。そのためマップ広く展開するアストラリスの防衛に対し、ダークゼロはアストラリスの動きを察知、次どう動いてくるかを読んでというところで詰めていく、そんなシーンをこのラウンド2からご覧ください。
Has gotten quite a significant amount of map control for DC, can just sit on, cut off that 8 bomb site rotation. But now DC effectively a roam clear with only 4 members available as Troy is on a drone, can maybe gain some information but can't quite help his teammates out. It's Hyper, it's Pamba, has to clear out these members of Astralis.
On this, on the roam right now, as Forest is down below, at any point that Oryx can hop back up the hatch to get in closer to one of the attackers on the 2nd floor. It's a downstairs/basement defense. He has Shuttle with him. As there goes the first logic bomb, and it's Forest debating whether he wants to hop on up. No, don't go! NJR is there for the kill. The Yokai drone with the assist, but it doesn't do much. It's Shuttle to gun down Canadian. Immediately pivot. But look at that! All of a sudden the Fink is just dropped and Pambazoo takes down Shuttle. They trade out, but DZ comes out ahead. And it looks like it's opened up all of open area in favor of the attackers.
Mind you, Canadian is down for the taking, but he put down both his Osa shields before that happened, which means the value is still there in terms of utility. Server control is on DC's side, 35 seconds. I believe Yokai drones are both gone, but I could be wrong. We'll see in just a second. But never mind that. It's going to come down to the wire because time is taken away. 27 seconds and down, 4 versus 3. No C4 for defenders. No plant denial, really. Yokai drone is available, by the way, so it can be used to stop DC from planting.
That is such a brazen spot to be for Iconic, right underneath the hatch. He's going to tempt Fate. Fate bites back.
Oh,
look at this.
not
Again, it's happening, but no, this time it doesn't work out. DZ gets a little bit lucky, and that's their 2nd round to start off bank.
I got PTSD seeing that. I say Iconic, you can't.
ただねエリアコントロールという話をずっとこのねハイライトでしてきたんですけれども、それだけじゃなくて使い分けが非常に重要だったという話も要所要所でさせてもらったかなと思います。このラウンド4、1階が防衛ポイントなんですけれども、2階に対してはラペリングからの車線で一気にアストラリスの防衛ラインを崩しにかかります。ただ実はそのラペリングからの車線というのはヘイトコントロールでしかなくて、ここを差し込みに来たのがパンバゾーのアクセントの効いたロビー側からの進行をぜひご覧ください。
But when teams did defend Archives Tellers, it was relatively similar to what we saw out of that CEO bomb site. You bunker upstairs, you open up avenues to rotate into printer, into potentially stock, into conference room, and then if you die and lose control of the top floor, well, you're in a significant amount of trouble.
It's basically over.
Because in a lot of those cases, there was a Buck who was very strong with nades back when Bank was still in the map pool. You also had Sledge as a good surrogate if Buck wasn't being played. Nowadays, it's the same focus. You lose control of this top floor, What's your contingency plan? How do you get yourself out of that situation?
Honestly, it's going to be down to a chaos situation, right? You swing and take gunfights, you force it anywhere you can on the map. Play on those staircases, main stairs, server stairs, maybe try and flank lobby, because lobby itself, where Pambasu is right now, is also a vital part of the map for the attackers. If defenders can take back this map control, take that piece of the land, that's huge for them. But there's no information really on the defensive side, so you're going in blind, and Pambasu just sneaking up the main stairs here. Looking for a flank.
Very close to an engagement as they get baited out, and Pambazu sees, but the head of DP Fire immediately. Adrenal Surge follows after the very first kill, and Nade as well could go to the main stairs. There's nobody nearby. Sits on the mute jammer and gives his position away. Hyper engaging with Forest, but it's DZ coming up on all of these kills. Astralis took a big gamble, and right now it is not paying off. But if a comeback is going to begin, they need a first kill. J90 finds a second as well. So surgical as he heads towards Trump, but he's down by Pambazu and finished off. Shuttle stands against the test of time, 50 seconds left. On a bomb site that doesn't get much play. What does Shuttle do to get himself out of this spot? He's got no nitro cell at his disposal. The hatch above him open. He can rotate, but he doesn't have the kit to deal with tons of enemies at close range. But there's one. Maybe he swaps on over to the shotgun if it's in his back pocket. Shuttle now still making it work. He's pulled off clutches before. Great in the cut and thrust. 20 seconds as DZ marches their way in. Eclipse getting the diffuser down. Canadian will cover. 5-1. The leader leading by example. Shuttle's not going to see the diffuser getting planted, but he wins the gun duel against Canadian, and suddenly it's a 1v1 as all eyes go on to Eclipse with the timer running against Astralis. Shuttle doesn't see it, looks the wrong way. It was so close. The reaction from Eclipse is, what were you looking at? And DZ is up 4-0.
やはり攻撃優勢マップの銀行、5-1で折り返したダークゼロ。しかし今大会アストラリスは攻撃が最大の武器、逆転を目指しここから仕掛けていきます。まずはエースアイコニックがダークゼロの防衛ラインを破壊しにかかります。
Good job. Those switch drones have such high value utility, and the first one is already in the grave.
Forest on repel right now, almost a minute off of the clock. Holds on to the diffuser. Twitch holding the diffuser is really a sight to behold. With the way that Forest has been playing, I'm not sure if he's the one to deliver the payload, so to speak, but he's going to be in the position to do that. Looks like he can just rappel on in if nobody is watching that angle, but they don't have intel just yet. Pambazu is currently stuck inside a janitor. He impacts and gets his way out. Iconic breaks in, and down goes Canadian. Another body could be found. And there it is, Iconic. 2 huge kills.
He's activated. He's on fire. He's looking good while doing it too. And this is the Astralis that's the strongest, right? You got all players up and ready. When Iconic gets the entry and plays loose, that's when they thrive so much more. 5v3 now, and again, one of the weakest, if not the weakest defense. Taylor's Archives. The vertical play, you see it on your screen right now. There's a Sledge and a Bog and a Sophia. There's nowhere on site that you can play whatsoever. Open area, that's not where the bomb site is, but it's where the players are. That's where the service stairs flank.
Shuttle bucking away, taking damage in the process. DZ losing out on more HP from NJR now, as he's the one in the line of fire. Firm control from above. There's NJR's on the Shuttle. With a Thunderbird on the board, it means that they can very easily get healed back up. But look at this. Eclipse from out of nowhere. Eclipse with a slide down 2, and he can head for the hills. Astralis really thought they had something. It's Pambazu down, though, as its 3rd kill for Iconic in this round. Eclipse will need to clutch. They've got a big play from him lined up. Astralis are in the bomb site. They don't have the diffuser, though. It needs to be retrieved. DP Fire spotted on a black eye cam. Right now, Eclipse waiting, but oh, it's DP Fire to shut him down as Eclipse was trying to buy time.
アイコニックの活躍もあり、勢いに乗り始めたアストラリスの攻撃、一気に逆転を狙い始めます。しかし、ここで勢いを止めたのがやはりレジェンド。ラウンド9、ラウンド10と優勝が決まる際のレジェンドのあの人の活躍をご覧いただきましょう。
Get the door, but not the gate itself. So either or, you gotta clear both eventually. J90, open up the soft wall, breaching charge in hand, opens up. Doesn't get the cast back. Oh, they're gonna rush.
They're juiced up and they're in the bomb site. But DZ seem to have this one in hand, and that's it. It's J90 against the wall. Shotgun against the wall. through and damage done to Panbazoo. It's ugly, but look at that. You've got 70 bullets left. This was a go for broke strat from Astralis. And it might be broke. DarkZero moved to match point if J90 cannot pull off this 1v3 clutch that became a 1v2 clutch. Inside a staff area. Is he being spam pinged? Because it sure sounds like it. They know he's there. Around the bomb chassis, it's Hyper on the cross. Championship point, DarkZero!
They're closing in. This could be our upcoming. Don't have time to think and make decisions. You gotta act on instinct. Beaten shots goes out. There's a bit of team damage. Not a huge loss. IQ being picked up from Forest can now find these Valkyrie cameras and deny information gain. What he's doing right now is he's mapping out the rooms. Where does DZ have information? Where is it safe to go? Where is it not safe to go? Canadian got impacts in his hand. Up top.
Oh, nicely shot on Iconic. Forest coming in for the assist. Bloodshed early on, but Canadians inside of conference room. He's holding court and immediately fades away. Gets right back to the Kona stations, and it's like nothing was gambled in the first place.
Back to full HP. Iconic and J90 both very low right now. It's gonna not help them in those later engagements. These Kona stations can keep healing up. The one thing is, if the attackers get to that area, they too can get healed, but they're inside of the open area itself. Side, of course, is Argos Tillers. Lot has to be done for Astralis right now. Vertical damage control is being set up. NJR inside has a challenge or not. Can they find NJR on the side? They get access. NJR holds the ground. It's trouble for Astralis.
Well, they'll use whatever they have at their disposal. Again, win or lose, even if they're in dire circumstances, so much to be proud of. Hyper has to reposition after taking some damage. Iconic and J90 weak. They're a little worse for wear, but they seem to be wearing it quite well at the moment. There's Kona stations as well, still on the table. Get pings onto the bodies down below as Astralis gets shot through the floor. NJR is a better shot. Lined up, he knows there's one inside a lobby too. He can't capitalize just yet. It's DP fire for the outduel, and shuttles retrieve. So Astralis actually comes out ahead in that engagement. Canadian doesn't have a nitro cell. There's no way to play this from below. So he heads down into lockers to wait and potentially go for a flank. Exploit whatever blind spot there might be. DZ has vacated the bomb site. Diffuser going down in the hands of Iconics. Does DZ know this? It's being planted right under their very noses. One missed opportunity for Eclipse. Hyper goes up. Suddenly DZ have the advantage, but they got to work against the clock. DP fire nestled firmly inside of the bomb site. His teammate J90 guns down Eclipse. Repositioning, running rampant as DZ will scramble. Hyper with 1v2 DP fire. It's J90 to save Astralis. DZ can double up and secure their first international major win. They were forged in the South. How fitting it is that the first international trophy is earned in the South. DarkZero win the Charlotte Major.
さあというわけで全3回にわたってこちらのハイライト作らせていただきました。グランドファイナル丁寧にここまでねハイライト作ったのは初めてかなというところはあったんですが、改めて見てみるとやっぱすごくレベル高いですね。このダークゼロとアストラリスがグランドファイナルまで来た理由がすごくわかる、そんな質の高いグランドファイナルになったかなと思います。ただダークゼロとアストラリス非常にいいチームだったんですけども、やはりダークゼロが優勝したのは本当にうなずける部分があって、オレゴンに代表されるようにねアストラリス自分たちの得意マップは本当に仕上がっていて、他の追随を許さないぐらい強いんですよ。ただ旧マップ通してクオリティがどちらが高かったかと言われるともう明らかにダークゼロだったんですよね。特に最後の銀行に関してはアストラリス粘りましたけれども、やはりダークゼロの仕上がりの方が一途の長があったというところは第5マップ見ていただければ分かったのかなというところです。2回目のハイライトで勤勉さというところをすごくキーワードにさせてもらっていたんですけれども、やはり NA チームらしい勤勉さが最後の最後まで伝わってくるような、そんな素晴らしいダークゼロのアプローチだったかなと思います。さあこれでインビテーショナルに続き派遣を手にした NA、 このまま NA の時代が続くのか、それともね EU あたりがメンバーチェンジも含めて動きつつありそうなので EU が復権してくるのか。次回は EU 圏での開催だと思うので非常に楽しみにしたいところです。 もう6月からすぐにねステージ2始まりますから、そのあたりも含めて丁寧にこちらのチャンネルで各エリアの試合追いかけていきたいと思います。それでは最後までご視聴いただきありがとうございました。こんな感じでレインボーシックスシージのトップシーンの動画まとめておりますので、よかったらチャンネル登録、グッドボタンのほどよろしくお願いします。それではまた次のレインボーシックスシージの動画でお会いしましょう。ではでは。